Good morning, everybody. Got our Premier Protein, not sponsored, should be sponsored, but we're gonna go do our little coffee thing. Real quick, I just wanna get this out of the way. First and foremost, I've been getting nosebleeds recently. I posted that deadlift PR video and all the comments were like, well, not all the comments, but like 20% of the comments were people saying, oh, it's definitely from this, it's definitely from that. You know, the YouTube comment scientists were like, well, actually, due to my research on bodybuilding.com forums, I believe that it's his Anadrol usage, which, by the way, I haven't used Anadrol in like months. There were other people saying D-ball. I've never fucking touched D-ball. I don't want to touch D-ball. It would turn me into a moon face. And people saying like shit that I've never used. So here's what it is. The reason why my nosebleeds only ever come out of my right nostril is because I have an exposed artery in my nostril. It happened like a few months ago when I got sick and I was constantly blowing my nose and it was only my right side that was congested and I would continue to blow it. Eventually it just ended up getting exposed and that's when it would just bleed randomly. Now, Kenny, overlay on the screen right here my blood pressure. I took that literally 10 minutes ago. My blood pressure's healthy. It's not a blood pressure issue, okay? I appreciate you guys worrying about me, but it's not from blood pressure, it's not from anything like that. It is an artery in my nose that should be under the skin, but it's instead poked through onto the surface. So now, if anything, like if I get sick and I blow my nose,
it bleeds. It
bleeds because it like overloads the pressure just enough to make it bleed, and it's really easy to make it bleed now because it's an exposed artery. Or if I'm doing, you know, 585-pound deadlifts for reps, that's also gonna make a bunch of blood rush to my head. The nose starts bleeding. In order to get it fixed, I have to get it cauterized, which means they put two little metal prongs up my nose and electrify those prongs, which, you know, there's more fun things I could think of to do. And then they basically burn the fuck out of your nose skin so that it doesn't bleed anymore. For obvious reasons, I've been slacking a little bit on getting this procedure done.
That's tough.
You do hate to see it. I like how the sheriffs here wear cowboy hats. You're fully vaccinated, right? Your go-to breakfast.
Breakfast, reduced fat turkey bacon sandwich with no cheese.
Yeah, but what's been happening, huh?
The district, or the county, or whatever, maybe all of Texas, has had a shortage for like 2 weeks now.
What are the macros on reduced fat turkey bacon with no cheese? It's like
a little bit over 200 calories. With cheese, it makes it like 250 or 270.
2 sandwiches would be 400 roughly, which would be like a very nice breakfast. You're getting
very
2 full
nice.
sandwiches.
Thank you. We have cheese, 26 carbs, 5 fat, 18 protein, and 2 10 cals. That's with the cheese, actually.
Oh, so you're getting like 180, yeah. 170 without cheese. So, fellas, here's what you do. You get a double shot of espresso in a grande cup over ice. Then you take one of these Premier Proteins. I take caramel, she takes chocolate. Give it a nice little shake.
And look at the way it mixes. Wait, ready?
Beautiful. That's simply gorgeous. I get a grande because I like the flavor of coffee to be more apparent. Grande only fills up about 2/3 of this, so it's only 20 grams of protein. But Venti fills up the full thing. All right, so it is 2:35 p.m. right now, and I'm actually still sipping on this. I try to keep this as like my first meal of the day, and since it's got caffeine in it, it suppresses my appetite a little bit. As some of you might know, I'm trying to cut right now. I just sip on that since it's got like 20 grams of protein in it, and then I drink the rest of the protein shake, so that's 30 grams to hold me over until, because like preferably I want to have one meal before I go to the gym so that I can save the majority of my food for after the gym, like before I go to bed and stuff. Usually my first meal of the day is pretty light. It's either like a turkey bacon, fat-free cheese, and egg white sandwich, or it's the meal that I'm about to show you guys. We're just waiting for Madrip over here. He's cooking up the anabolic French toast.
Yeah, okay.
And watching soccer.
Football,
sorry. All right, so this is a pretty common meal I have. I just do perfect timing. 1 cup of egg whites, which is about 25 grams of protein, and I cook it on this flat skillet so that it's easy to fold because I'm putting it on bread. I do 2 slices of some low-cal bread, toasted. Now, fat-free cheese. This is 0 grams fat, 3 grams carb, 9 grams protein. All I'm doing for this cut, trying to make sure that I get in like 200 grams of protein a day. Mildly keep track of it, and if it's anywhere from 180 to like 220, then I'm happy.
And cutting your
and
fat.
I'm also cutting fat like a lot. I try to not get in more than like 60 grams a day, because before I was eating like probably 150 grams when I was bulking, probably 150 grams plus of fat per day. It is like a relatively intense cut in terms of how much of a deficit I'm in, but I also only have like 3 weeks until Mexico, so I kind of do have to move fast. Where's the salmon? Oh, here's the salmon. So then we put like a few slices of this on. In every 2 slices, there's 2.5 grams of fat and 12 grams of protein. I usually put on probably a total of 3 slices, so that would be 18 protein. There we go. It's like 18 plus what, 9? That's 27 plus 25. That is 52. Plus I think 4 grams from the bread, so that's 56 grams of protein. It doesn't seem like it when you look at it. It looks like a small meal. This right here is gonna be the only meal that I eat before the gym, so that will bring it to, we'll call this like 400 calories, and then with this maybe 500 calories before the gym, like this being my drink, and then the remaining 1500 to 1700 will be after the gym. Also, something else that I use, everything bagel seasoning. So this has 0 calories, and I just put a little bit on the top like that. And this whole meal probably has, let's see, like 4 grams or so of fat from the salmon, none from the egg whites, none from the fat-free cheese, and then like 2 grams from the bread. So all in all, there's like 6 grams of fat, and I think I said 56 grams of protein. 24, 25 carbs. What you got there, bud?
French toast sticks.
Before I head to the gym, my last little mini snack is just gonna be 1 sorry ass rice cake, just so I get like a tiny bit of carbs, 12 grams of carbs. All right, I want to switch it up a little bit, so I'm gonna start. I usually start with pull downs or rows, but I'm gonna do this machine, which I hardly ever use.
Baby, I just wanna be alone. I don't need your company, stop blowing up my phone. You don't get the things that I've been through, and I don't have the time to lay it all in front of you. And you think that you wanna save me, you don't know it, baby, why you do this? I got this under control, you think you do, but you really don't know that I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself, I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself, I'll save myself.
How sexy she is, guys. Everyone go DM Hannah right now and say you're sexy.
I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. I'll save myself.
my veins better, bro. I can literally see my shit better. Fuck, bro, I need glasses. It's like
Finally realizing how diced he is. He's
like
bro, I look like this?
It's like I put sharpen like all the way to the top, structure, texture, clarity. Holy shit, I am blind, bro. You good?
Just got home from the gym. My post-workout meal, some Chipotle. This is white rice, black beans, steak, which is actually lower calorie than chicken somehow. I guess the chicken is not that lean, but the steak is. Then corn, pico, guac, and lettuce. And then a shit ton of hot sauce. All right, just went to Remington's, watched the fight. All I had there was an Anabar. I was a good boy. There was a bunch of shit out.
You had cookies.
I had one cookie. I had one cookie and an Anabar and a little bit to drink. And now I'm gonna have a Yasso bar, which is only 2 grams of fat, 17 carb, 5 protein. It's Greek yogurt, so it's not like real ice cream, you know? All right, so last meal of the day right now. Gotta be a little quiet because people are sleeping. But we got some French toast cooking, which I am going to convert into French toast sticks via that device right there. And for this, I'm using some of Soosh's low-cal bread. In 2 slices, there is 0 fat, 19 carb, and 5 protein. So it's 40 calories per slice. It's like nothing. Then I'm using egg whites. Obviously, you guys know how to make anabolic French toast. A little tip that I have, because I see everyone uses stevia when they make, oh fuck, that's so hot. I'm so stupid, bro. It was on max boil. I'm literally such an idiot. I gotta take this off the heat for a second. It was like this, guys. It was literally on fucking max boil. A little tip that I have is if you use stevia, try using, I'm using sucralose. You can buy sucralose. I think that's what Splenda is. You can buy sucralose powder. Basically, for me, stevia tastes like shit. I can't eat stevia in anything. I would rather just use real sugar, but sucralose tastes exactly like sugar, so use sucralose, not stevia. Now, Soosh does 380 degrees for 9 minutes, I think. I'm gonna do a little bit less because turns out that power boil thing that I did burned the fuck out of one side. Pretty fucking toasty. All right, so this is the finished product. They look a little fucked on this side and not as bad on this side, but they've been air fried, so they're not actually burned. But anyway, this is about, let me think, like 17 and a half, 18 grams of protein, only like 20 carb, and basically 0 fat. It's like a decent amount of volume for having hardly any macros in it. Like it's basically just protein and a tiny bit of carb. This is gonna be the last thing that I eat before bed, besides for maybe a protein shake if I go through my mental list and think that I need a little more protein. All right, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to drop a like and drop a comment. If you guys comment, I'm pretty sure that's what boosts the algorithm the most. Currently, my competing plan is gonna be, as soon as I'm done with Mexico, I go on a hard bulk. It's still gonna be a lean bulk because I don't really gain fat that easily anyway. And it might be for a few months up until summer shredding and then compete for that show. Or maybe I drag out the bulk a little longer and do a show like end of the year or beginning of next year. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.